Alright, everybody, let's all chill out as we explore the icy region of Planet Slizer, home to Ski, the Throwbot, or the Ice Slizer if that's what you prefer. Coming out in 1999, this little guy travels Planet Slizer in a blue and white pod, which in my case isn't complete due to a little mix-up, but it's fine. Ski is used to the cold. Like with the other pods, this has slots to store the throwing discs, and is used to store the Slizer too. The design of the pod belt loops also looks like skis or ice skates, which is particularly fitting for travelling the icy, snowy environments. Ski's part total comes out to 34, and those parts are used to give this guy some serious style. I mean, just look at some of the artwork depicting this guy going down the mountain. It's got such a good sense of pace and motion to it. It's easy to imagine Ski flying his pod up the mountain, jumping out of it, and then making his way down mountains, avoiding threats in the area. Probably no Yetis though. Taking a close look at the parts, Ski has bragging rights to a few exclusive pieces, being the only Slizer to have a throwing arm and a big gear piece in white. The blue worm gear is also a one-off to this set. Ski comes together in just 11 steps in the instruction manual. The angle of the hip connectors are attached to make it look as if his knees are bent to balance on those skis. Although it's a small change, deciding how to put the hip connectors on, it does change a lot about the figure. Height, centre of gravity, how it balances. Speaking of which, Ski's skis are made by using these White Technic lifting arms, which I was shocked to discover were still being used in 2009, which is mind-blowing that they were in use for 10 years, and, rather depressingly, that 2009 was such a long time ago. Mini crisis over with, it's no surprise that Ski is the most well-balanced of the two-legged figures, with his larger footprint. The skiing stance is completed by the shoulder connectors being placed forward to make it look as if Ski is getting as streamlined as possible, ready for a big jump. Instead of a full printed visor for the head of Ski, he uses a smaller version to protect his eyes from the glare of the sun. This smaller style of visor is a nice reuse from the Lego Technic guys' helmets. As is standard with these sets, the visors can move up and down, and the worm gear functions move the head and is used to flatten Ski out so he can fit inside of his pod. Ski has 2 throwing discs and are also usable via his throwing arm, pulling the arm back and then letting it loose at a target. His first disc comes out to a level 2 power rating and depicts a snowflake on it. The second disc is a yellow one with some artwork of Scuba throwing his own disc in his underwater environment. I'm going to sing the praises of the colour choices on Ski. White and blue make for a chilling colour combination that would sadly not be the norm for other ice-themed characters going forward. Kopaka of the Bionicles would use a light grey as its secondary colour for the limbs, which could kind of work for a snow character up the mountains, but isn't as visually interesting and doesn't work so well for icy-themed characters. And the black shoulder, hip and hand connectors used for all the Bionicles is such a step backwards in my opinion, breaking up the colour scheme. Robo Riders, on the other hand, did a really nice frosty touch with its ice-themed character, Frost, having transparent blue wheels and those lovely transparent blue spears as well. Moving back to Ski, I do have a couple of mild cons about this set, one of which is he only comes with one ski pole, which will make navigating the slopes of Planet Slizer difficult. But Ski does need his other hand free for his throwing discs, so I'll give this one a pass. Also a con, this time on me, is that I took a bunch of photos of this set with Ski holding his ski pole in the wrong place. Whoops. This is how it should actually look. As far as modifying this set goes, Ski unusually uses 2 colours for his connectors, a blue and a light blue. Whilst both are good choices, I did think that matching all of the connectors up to the cooler lighter blue colour would make it feel like an even more icier character. But having put this into practice, I think that the darker blue for the shoulders just pops a little bit more, in contrast to the light blue head that sits between the 2 parts. But I don't know, what do you reckon? If you wanted to get really luxurious modifying this set, the option is there to use trans blue connectors. It is a slightly darker blue than was used in the Robo Riders Frost set, but it's got potential. Unfortunately, the shoulder parts have never come out in any kind of transparent colour, so there is going to be a mismatch between the connectors, unfortunately. To conclude, Ski is cool, pun fully intended. Maybe not the best Throwbot in the line, but it's definitely in the running for the most stylish. But that's not enough to make him my favourite. But maybe he's yours. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Come back for the next one, where I'll be sinking to the bottom of the ocean depths of Planet Slizer.